Hello and welcome to Forever Cricket on Forever Sports. For today's preview, as the Proteas look to go 2-0 up against England in the ODI series, the three-match ODI series, and therefore this is the big match tomorrow. You know, the Proteas were to go tomorrow and beat England, they would win the series. And I don't think it was a series that too many people really backed South Africa to be. I think probably backed South Africa to be competitive. But I don't think anybody really thought, a little bit like the India series where we went 2-0 up in the T20s. I don't think anybody really expected us to perform as we did on Tuesday when we got the series underway, and it was a very impressive match. And I suppose it breathed a little bit of hope back into the sort of this Proteas side. And the sad thing is that Protea fans at the moment can't celebrate nice things. So we have a incredibly dominant performance where we beat England by 62 runs incredibly comfortably. And all that does is trigger a big selection conversation, as opposed to looking at the fact that we still need to go again in a few days' time and get the victory and continue to try and make sure we gain automatic qualification for the World Cup next year. And on the back of Tuesday's performance, I think the big thing is, and the big relief rather, is that everybody performed. You know, you look at it, and with the exception of Quinton de Kock, for example, everybody came off with the bat. And when it comes to the bowling, for example, I think everybody contributed quite a lot. There was no real sort of pasture. Maybe Dwayne Pretorius was a bit expensive, but wasn't supposed to play at all, and it was actually came on as a concussion substitute for Andile Petlequire. But before we look at sort of what we can expect for tomorrow and the sort of the team that I'd like to see or expect to see, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Now, in terms of team updates, Andile Petlequire has been ruled out for the remainder of the series against England. And I think it's a big blow for him because he was a player who started his ODI career off brilliantly, and he's kind of gone through a very difficult patch in the last year or two. And his ODI stats are still pretty good, actually. But he struggled in the last sort of 18 months, and he had two very good warm-up games. And so I think that he was coming into the ODI series with a lot of confidence, and, you know, collided in a fielding incident, and he has been ruled out with concussion for the remainder of the tour, which is very frustrating because, as I said, if you look at his stats for ODI, you know, he still averages above 30 with the bat at a strike rate of, he averages 24, 25 with the bat at a strike rate of 86, which is pretty handy. And he's taken 87 wickets in 73 matches. He's got a knack for taking wickets, does Andile Petlequire. He's had some very good spells. He can be expensive, but, you know, he's relatively consistent when it comes to ODI cricket. It is definitely probably his best format. And I thought there was a big opportunity for him to really sort of nail back a spot, but he has been ruled out, which means I expect to see this sort of team tomorrow, which is basically an unchanged side, bar Dwayne Pretorius, who actually did replace Petlequire on Monday, coming in from the get-go. If you look at Monday's performance, you know, it was a very all-round performance from the Proteas. So Daniel Milan, 57 of 77. Probably would like to gotten that strike rate a bit up, but it was a very nice platform to work with. Quinton de Kock, 19 of 22. Nothing really to write home about, but, it's Quinton de Kock, so you expect him to come off eventually in the series. Rusty van der Dussen was an absolute masterclass out there in very testing conditions, very difficult conditions to bat long. 134, 117. Adam Markham finally coming off with the bat and then really coming good with the ball as well. It was a perfect performance really from him on Tuesday. 77 of 61, a strike rate of 126, and then contributing with two very important wickets. A bit expensive, but as I said, the very important wickets that he got. Dave Miller, 24-14, had strike rate of 171. Can't ask much more from him. And then Heinrich Klaassen, 12-10, didn't really come off, but his right ball was the end. So, yeah, and then again, you look at the bowlers, and Shamsi, our sort of premier attack spinner, took 2 wickets. Anurag Nokia came really good, 4 wickets. Lungi Giri, Keshav Maharaj shipping with a wicket each. Maharaj is very economical. So everybody played their part on Tuesday, and I'm expecting a very similar game tomorrow. It's very similar sort of team tomorrow. In terms of England, the big question is who is going to replace Ben Stokes, who did play his final ODI on Monday, and so, you know, a very big question as to sort of who is going to be his replacement. But I think more for that. They didn't come good with the bat at the end of the day. They're a very good batting side. They're very much a batting dominant side. And I think that is why, in many ways, you know, you look at 333 that we scored and you're thinking this English side can can quite easily sort of chase that down. So it's unlikely that they'll fail twice, which means that we need to make sure we bowl very well tomorrow. The big question, however, is what is going to happen in terms of Ben Stokes. Are they going to go with an extra all-rounder? I personally think they're probably going to go towards an extra batsman and probably push Moeen Ali down maybe. In terms of team news from an English point of view, it looks like Matthew Potts might not be involved tomorrow, so it could be Reece Topley coming in for England. Apart from that, Phil Salt is the expected play and replacement for Ben Stokes as a batting option. So interested to see how they do go with that. But I think it should be a very interesting clash. The biggest issue is that rain is forecast. They are playing in Manchester, so unfortunately that is come with the territory. So hopefully we will be able to get a game in tomorrow. And I think the Proteas really need to be positive. Some Proteas fans were probably a bit frustrated we didn't get to 350 because I think we were very much on track to get there. But in the really hot conditions, I think it was definitely enough, and I think we coped a lot better than England, which is the main thing. Now tomorrow, we need to be positive once again. We've got to make sure that we're posting, 350. We need to make sure that we are a side that can comfortably get into the 300s, because if we are going to become a dominant ODI side once again, we need to be able to do that. And I think that we do got the players to do it. It's about whether we can all put it together on the day. But yeah, let me know what you think is going to happen down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel. As I said, it's a very big opportunity to really sort of make a statement in terms of going out tomorrow and seeing the series. Because again, I don't think too many people thought we would have had the series wrapped up after the first two ODIs. And I don't think, we will rotate much, but it does give you an option to look at bringing like a Calvin Rain in for the final ODI, for example, and really gear up to try and go back to back into the T20 series. And I think it'll be the perfect start. And it's a side under a lot of pressure, really. But there are a lot of positives coming around with the side, not so much in the ODI format. So that's why it was a big victory on Tuesday. If they can follow it up with a victory tomorrow, it would do this side a load of good. Let me know what you think is going to happen tomorrow. As I said, if you have any predictions, let me know. And we'll see you guys very soon for a review and to talk about hopefully what we see another good Proteas performance tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll chat to you soon.